Good morning, students. This is Mr. Osorio, and today we are going to be faced with unit number 13. We're about to finish April. In a couple of days, we'll be entering a new month, May. Okay, May. It's an important month because we are going to celebrate Mother's Day. Okay, so it is super important. Praise be the Lord now and forever. How do we follow instructions, students? It's very simple. The way that we follow instructions is the way that we perform our reading. If the teacher writes an instruction inside the class, you have to follow that instruction. Some of you have been sending documents the first day of classes, and that was not supposed to be. The instructions were super clear. So I want you to follow the instructions. Adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency on unit number 13. All right, we have the adverbs of frequency that are part of specific elements. Okay, we have two uses of the verbs of the adverbs of frequency. Two uses. The first one, it's the verb to be used, and the second one, the simple present use. How do we complete a sentence using the adverb of frequency with the verb to be? And how do we construct a sentence using the adverb of frequency and a simple present verb? Okay, they have similarities, but their use, of course, it has to be different. In the first case of the verb to be, students, if I have I, if I have you, if I have he, she, whatever, any pronoun that you wish. The pronoun goes first, the verb to be goes second, and the adverb of frequency goes in the third position or the third part. Okay? I am always late. I repeat, I am always late. As I said at the beginning, the pronoun, it's the first word, the verb to be the second, and the third part is the adverb of frequency. In this case, always. I am always late. I think that some of you might know which are the adverbs of frequency. We have always, usually, often, we have sometimes, we have rarely, and never. Those are our adverbs of frequency. We have other kinds of adverbs of frequency, but these are the ones that we are going to work in unit number 13 or in unit number 13, students. Um, it is super important to speak, to write in English, not the way that I speak Spanish. If I pretend to speak English the way that I speak Spanish, I'm in a huge mistake. Because I have heard that some of you said, Mister, I always late. Where is the verb to be? Where is the word that tells me that you are late? Okay, the state that you are late. All right. So in the case of the verb to be, it's very simple and easy. Okay, I think that it's easier than the simple present adverbs of frequency. Okay, they are often late. This is another example using the pronoun, the verb to be, and the what? And the adverb of frequency. They are always late. Okay? They never late. No, they are never late. That's a good example. Okay? They are never late. They are always late. But what happened when we use the simple present verbs into the adverbs of frequency? It is simple, students. If you go to page 141, you'll see there how to use the adverbs of frequency with other verbs. Okay? In this case, the construction of the sentence is totally different than the verb to be. Why? Because we have the pronoun, okay? We have the adverb of frequency and the verb. So we switch positions. Sorry, my camera just moved, okay? So we switch positions. The pronoun, the verb. What verb? No verb. Pronoun, adverb, and verb in the simple present. Example, I sometimes skip lunch. I repeat, I sometimes skip lunch. I the pronoun, sometimes the adverb of frequency, skip the verb in the simple present, and lunch the complement. I sometimes skip lunch. Do you find a difference between the position of the adverb of frequency in this sentence than in the verb to be sentence? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. There's another example. They often have parties. They often have parties. In this case, they is the what? They, it's the pronoun. Often, it's the adverb of frequency. Have is the verb, and parties is the complement of the sentence. They often have parties. Again, they often have parties. All right? But what happens, students, if we want to make a question in the simple present? Which are the verbs that we are going to use to do a question in the simple present? On unit number 11 and 12, we were working with do and does. Those are the verbs. So how do we construct the question with the adverbs of frequency in the simple present? I want you to go to page 141. There's a good example. Do you, look, do you ever stay up late? Do you ever stay up late? Do you ever stay up late? Which is the adverb of frequency in that question? Which one? Do? No. You? Neither. Ever. Ever. Okay, ever, it's an adverb of frequency. And how do you answer that sentence? Yes. You can answer with the adverbs of frequency. Yes. I always do. Yes. I usually do. Okay? We include an adverb of frequency in the question and an adverb of frequency in the answer. Okay? How often do you eat food? In this case, I include a WH word. How often do you eat food? Okay? This is different than the simple present because in the simple present, we have do and does. But if we add a WH word, it's totally different. How often do you eat food? Okay? How, WH word, often, the adverb of frequency. Okay? How often do you eat food? Okay? There's a very interesting and complex application of these adverbs of frequency when you use the WH words. First, you have to write the WH word, then the adverb of frequency. After the adverb of frequency, you have to write do or does, depending the person that you're using or the pronoun that you're using. How often do you eat? The verb. How often do you eat food? I usually eat fast food 3 times a week. That's an example using the WH word, students. So I want you to study that page 141, okay, and start working on unit number 13, okay, unit number 13. This unit has to be delivered on Wednesday, May 6th, okay, Wednesday, May 6th, unit number 13, okay. Well, students, hope you have a wonderful weekend. See you next week. Bye bye. God bless you.